Welcome back everybody to my studio. We're going to do a new art project today, so let's get right into it and have some fun. The project is called Paper Sculpture. It's a very easy one. It doesn't need a lot of materials and you can have as much fun with it as you like. Here are our materials. We're using pieces of cut up construction paper. We can use tape. We can use glue stick and scissor. On the side here I have some Elmer's glue and some markers. They're sort of optional. If you want to use them you can, but you don't really have to. So let's get right down to it. First of all, because we're going to be gluing, we want to have a piece of newspaper down to protect the tabletop if we're working at home. I'm also going to recommend for this class that you make a test run. And here is my test run just to show you. And then once you get yourself comfortable with how to make it and you get your ideas all together, I'm going to recommend that you take a piece of cardboard just cut out from a box and use that as your base and build on this. But for now, we're going to start with our test piece. I'm just going to use a piece of colored paper as my bottom. And what I want to do is I want to make pieces of paper stand up and down, because what makes this different than drawing or painting is we're making this three-dimensional and things are going to be projecting into space. So one way to get things to glue down is if I have a piece of paper like this and I want it to stay up and down, I fold what I call a little foot, and then I take my glue stick I put the glue on the foot, and then I take the piece of paper and I put it on. Now I want it to stand up. Now there's lots of different ways to make it stand up. One way is to put another piece down and then attach them, and I'll show you how to do that. Now we're going to make a arc like this. So and this time I'm going to use the tape just so you see how the tape works. So I can still make my little feet. Sorry, I'm not. Okay. And then I just make sure, okay, that's where I want it to go. I can take a piece of tape. Tape it down. It's trying to blow away. I put it where I want it, and then I tape it down. Okay. I also want to show you another way, because a lot of you like to make a loop-de-loop. I call it a loop-de-loop. So in this one I'll use tape also, just because it's a little easier. I will take two pieces of tape. I'll put one end of my paper down. I will turn it around like a loop. I'll tape it down. Okay, now I'm going to show you how we can attach pieces to each other to make them stand up more, to make it so you can build your sculpture higher and higher. So this time I did not fold feet, I just glued the two ends, and I'm sticking one end on here, and the other end I'm going to stick onto here. I'm going to fold a foot actually. Now I've created a whole new shape. Now we're going to learn how to build a set of steps. Let's make some orange steps. You can make what we call an accordion fold. Now I have a set of steps, And I guess I will put them over here. Okay, so for this one, I do need a little foot. And again, I'm going to go back to my glue stick. I recommend that you try both because you might find you like one better than the other. And then I'm going to put glue here. Sometimes you have to refold things to make them look the way you want, but there we have it. It looks like it's not exactly a set of steps, but it's a different shape, and that's the idea, is we want to put different shapes together. Last minute things, you can cut designs out. I'm just going to make a circle, and you can just decorate. Not everything has to stick together like there. I'm just putting a little orange dot in the middle. Okay, and you can also cut things out into different shapes. I just have a big triangle here. This time I'm going to use the foot. And as you can see, you can just keep putting more and more things on and really fill this up really well. So here would be my test run. Now I know what to do. I will go on my cardboard. So it's nice and solid base, and maybe my cardboard is bigger and I'll just try to build a whole big mountain of shapes and colors and decorate it and have a lot of fun. And that's the project for today. Have a great time with it, and I'll